trust wherever you are, you're having a good day. I just wanted to pick up on the course that you attended about 10 days or so ago. By now, of course, you're back into your normal rhythm, and hopefully MindStore's become a part of that. But just to give you the push and the encouragement to keep going, I thought I would review some of the highlights for you and give you some extra things you might consider. I mean, first of all, I would hope by now that you've ran through your 7 goals onto your screens. If I can just remind you quickly, you would take a goal, you would get into the alpha state, you'd bring up your present situation in relation to it on your present screen in front of you. You'd move to the right to the past screen, look at the highlights of your journey up until now in relation to the goal, and then let the screens go blank and move into the future screen to look at alternatives. And run through your mind the possibilities and select the one you truly want for your life at this time, and run it like Muhammad Ali said, go into the future, experience the goal achieved, and do that with your senses. What would I see, what would I hear, what would I be tasting, and so on, getting all your senses engaged and taking that photograph that becomes your future history. Then get into the future of the future, the consequences screen, to see the consequences for other human beings when you succeed. And then what you do, of course, is you constantly review that future screen. Now, the other thing is that clearly one of the great strengths of MindStore is getting up a little bit early in the morning, kind of using the screens to program your day, seeing the highlights of the day ahead, going the way you want them to go. If I can remind you, you bring up your diary, your to-do list, the key things, you'd look at each in turn. You're going to the past screen to relive when you've previously had a very successful experience doing something similar. Bring it back into your awareness, let it go blank, back to your present screen, let it go blank, move to the future screen and program. See the event going the way you want it to go today. Freeze frame the image like a photograph, so you've got a future history. See the consequences in the future of the future screen. And then go off into your day. And the big thing, of course, is arriving early to every single critical event that's important. Arrive early, build in 4 or 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's a big long journey, and get yourself into the alpha closet, relax from head to toes, cancel out the stress of the day. Fantastic. Then bring your awareness to the screens, and what of course you would do is bring up the present situation that you're about to go into such and such an interview, meeting, presentation, go into the past screen, relive previous experience of successes in relation to this, then bring it back to the present, let it go blank into the future screen, and running in your mind, the meeting going the way you want it to go, the interview, the presentation, and freeze framing the end result, then using the consequences screen. Remind yourself when you go in there, you use your 3 fingers technique, the tip of the tongue trigger in place, so you'll have superior concentration and understanding, and when you do contribute, you'll have a much bigger impact than you normally would have done. It's fantastic. Remember, the same techniques available for problem solving using those 4 screens, which is wonderful. And of course, you can have fun with MindStore too. If you remember, you can use the 3 fingers technique and tip the tongue trigger together to kind of program parking a car, getting a place, table in a busy restaurant, parking spaces, taxis in busy cities, and just lots of fun with it. And more importantly, of course, as well, is by using it day in, day out, just that you'll notice that you're sleeping better, your stress levels are better, you're more focused. And I know lots of you are kind of priding yourself by saying to people, I've not had a coffee since I did the course. And that's cool as well, because, drinking more water, hydration, your brain's working better with that, your system's working better, you're just enjoying life, which is really, really cool. I also, in the back of the sheet, there are some additional charts there, and basically what the idea was there to use your left brain a bit more, but in the sense that what you can do at the start of a quarter is you can look at your 7 goals and think, okay, what can I achieve this quarter, and set yourself some expectations for each of the goals in the space that's obvious. And then the 13 weeks in a quarter, so you take each week, ahead of each week, the key things that you want to achieve for each of those goals over the coming week, and that keeps it in your consciousness. And it keeps you focused. The other thing that we all do to subliminally program ourselves is get photographs of our goals. And with the modern technology, where it's so easy to run off copies, is put a photograph where you wouldn't expect a photograph to be of a goal. Like you could put it on the fridge with a fridge magnet kind of thing. You can put the photograph of the goal on the inside of your wardrobe. It can be a little small one somewhere in your car, you wouldn't expect it. And these photographs just keep subliminally programming yourself. Interestingly, my wife and I were, because of the excitement of that week, we thought, come this Saturday, let's focus particularly on one of our goals that was a bit more kind of interesting. And we got this notion of visiting Australia to do something, and we and we kind of like, you know, my wife with real intention went into the kitchen. We've got a little blackboard where we keep notes and stuff, and she wrote up there the goal and the commitment to it. And lo and behold, by the time I think it was Tuesday came, we got a phone call, or sorry, an email which led to a phone call on the Friday with a company in Melbourne, huge big company who want me to go out there and do some work for them. And it was like immediate, and they want this work done by the end of August. And it just comes out the blue. Which is fantastic, because when you program, all manner of things happen that you would never happen if you hadn't programmed. And maybe just through the airwaves or whatever, you're in someone's consciousness, they think of you, make a phone call, and it works. It's just fantastic. And I'm sure by now you're getting your own little signs that it works, you're getting the coincidences and so on. So stick with it. I'll be in touch again sometime soon, and I wish you all the best, and hope to see you one time again in the future on a course, and you'll come out the front and tell me how you've been doing. And more importantly, a few years from now, you'll find an old worksheet, you'll find your 30 goals there, and you'll have worked in the 7, and lo and behold, the rest of them show up anyway. So good luck, I wish you well. Bye now.